Sissies, welcome back to Marie TV, and I am back with another video. So today I wanted to talk about something a little different, a little on the uncomfortable side, but I feel like it's a discussion that needs to be talked about right now, and that is the Roe versus Wade decision in Kevin Samuels. I can never talk. The passing of Kevin Samuels. Also want to discuss as a Black woman and just get my thoughts and opinions about both of the topics. These are only my opinions. They're not facts at all. They're just how I feel about the topics from my experiences. I am a mother of two. So yeah, let's just get straight into the video. So I just found out, honestly, like yesterday about the Supreme Court. It's okay here on my face, sorry. About the Supreme Court deciding on whether or not that they're going to overturn the Roe versus Wade decision. That was apparently, I think that was in the 80s or 90s apparently. So basically what that would do is make abortion illegal, period. Period, point blank, abortion would be illegal in a lot of states, I believe, or in all states. I'm not 100% sure because I really don't know much about the Supreme Court justice system like I should know, but just based off of the little that I do know, it seems like it might overturn in most of the states. So I have 4 points of contention with that because on one hand, I feel as if the government should be able to regulate certain things, but on the other hand, I feel like the government should not relate health, like not health but personal health type of thing. So like, for example, as far as COVID, I feel like the government should have regulated COVID better, as like in the sense of physical health, emotional health, financial health, all those aspects. Right, I feel like the government should have done more. But when it comes to things such as like, I don't know, birth control, abortion, like things they are serious, but they aren't like impacting someone else. Like if I get pregnant, it's not impacting anyone but me and the father of my child, right? And the baby. That has nothing to do with anyone else external outside of that. So for me, the government should not be able to put laws into effect about that. It should be the laws that are put into effect about abortion and birth control should be safety, number one. Point blank period, safety and access. Those should be the 2 top priorities, in my opinion. But I feel like the overturn of Roe versus Wade is actually going to hurt hurt society in general. Just because it is so, like, I'm a mother of 2, right? I have a 4-year-old about to be 5, and I have a 2-year-old that just turned 2. And sorry, my fish is like bugging out. He making me a little nervous. Anyways, and it is so expensive and it's so much work emotionally and financially, mentally, physically to take care of children. So for the government to decrease the access to abortion, essentially, where is the increase of aid? Like, if y'all are going to tell me that I can't get an abortion, that I can't do something with my body, then why are y'all not helping me raise my children? I'm taking care of my children by myself right now. You know what I'm saying? So, well, with their father's help, but not completely by myself, but it's just me in the household. So it's hard. I have to feed them, I have to clothe them, I have to pay for their daycare, which I'm not complaining about, but if the government is going to step in with those essential needs for children, then I feel like they have no right to overturn abortion in general. And with that, daycare is so expensive. No one ever told me how expensive daycare was. If I would have known how expensive, I literally pay rent in daycare. Like, I pay a whole rent payment just in daycare for my kids. If someone would have told me how expensive daycare was, I probably would not have had children. Like, it is so expensive and it's so hard to get assistance when it comes to daycare, so that mothers can go out and work and not have to worry about their children. And it's kind of like becoming a mom is like you have to pick your children or your career. Like, I've had this problem so many times with my career and feeling like I need to be home taking care of my children, but instead I need to be at work because they're expecting me to be at work, they're expecting me to do my job every day type of thing. So it's kind of like a balance, and it's a lot, honestly, and that is a lot mentally on anyone, on a mother especially, or a father doing it by a single parent in general doing it by themselves. Like, there needs to be an increase of counseling services that are available to single parents. Why, like, I don't get why there's not more of an emphasis on that sort of thing, because we go through a lot as single parents, right? And if I didn't have insurance, how would I have the ability to go to a counselor and talk to a counselor about the things going on with my parenthood? So it just doesn't make sense for the government to be like, oh, well, you can't get an abortion, but we're not going to help you with daycare. We're not going to help you with raising your children. We might give you a little food stamps here and there, but that's about it. We're not going to clothe your children. We're not going to give you counseling service so that you can be a better prepared parent mentally and emotionally. Like, with the decrease of abortions, legal abortions, right, it's going to increase the amount of illegal abortions and increase the amount of babies born that are unwanted, which then is going to populate the, I don't know if there's stuff, orphanages or like foster care system. It's going to populate that, and then it's going to be more children out here that are like dealing with psychological issues because of their upbringing, when it could have just been avoided. Like, I would rather a woman get an abortion than be a really shitty mom to her kid. Like, I would rather her decide with her body, like, okay, I don't want a baby right now. I know I'm not going to be a good mother right now. Let me do what I need to do to make sure that I'm not a mother right now. I would rather that than a woman be forced to have a baby and not want the baby and neglect the baby, or, God forbid, like, abuse the baby or something in any kind of way. And if women are going to be held to the standard that they can get an abortion, then what standard is the government prepared to hold men? Because without the men, without the sperm, women don't even get pregnant. So it's like, what's the fine line? Like, is the man also responsible? Because I feel like if we're holding women to this such high standard and inability to make decisions for her own body, then we need to hold men to higher standards when it comes to taking care of the child as well. We should make men pay the mother's rent. I mean, if we're doing all this other stuff, like, the man should be paying all my bills, and if I have his child, I'm just saying. But anyways, I really don't know much else to say about that situation. It's pretty sad to me that the government, like, there's all these issues going on in the world right now, and the government is worried about women's body. Like, why? But the second thing that I want to talk about today is Kevin Samuels. I think I'm saying his name. I don't even know if I'm saying his name right, honestly. But basically, the older black man that would talk down to black women, and he had like that, his YouTube, my fish keeps bugging out, I'm sorry y'all. He had that YouTube where he would talk down to women and basically just say like hurtful things, or try to make especially black women feel like they're not wanted, or they're not as valuable as other women. Well, I don't really know too much about him, but I've only seen a couple clips, and from the clips that I saw, he is very egocentric and arrogant and rude. And but even with that all being said, right, this man is dead. This man cannot speak up for himself. This man is not in a place to respond to anything. So just let the man be dead. Like, I get it that he was, apparently, like I said, I didn't really follow him and I don't really know who he is, but apparently he was a horrible man, right? If he was that way, then just let him, like, his legacy that he left on this world is going to speak for itself. Let him be a horrible man. I don't feel like as black women we need to talk about this man or talk down to this man. Like, I always go by the saying, you live by what you die by what you live by. So if he lived as a-hole and he was disrespectful and he always talked down to a single woman and he died single and he died in a disrespectful manner, then he already got his right there. Like, he already got his karma. You don't need to give him no more of your negative energy because you feel a negative way about him. Just let that man rest. Like, it's not even that serious. Sorry, I was a little flustered right now. There's so much going on. But yeah, let that man rest. Just let him be, because his legacy honestly is gonna speak for itself. 5 years from now, he's probably not even gonna be talked about no more. And if he is, he's gonna be talked about for his legacy, all the things that he left on this world, all the videos that he left on this world. And with that being said, like, we don't even need to talk down to him, because his mark, like his history, it already speaks for itself. So I just don't think that it is very appropriate at all to talk about him after his passing. And also, I want to talk about a point that I also go by all the time, is that people act as a reflection about how they feel about themselves. Just think about that when you watch his videos. Like, when he talks about women, he degrades women. He tells women that they're not valuable, that they're ugly, that they're not wanted. He probably has similar feelings. They might be different, but about himself. Like, there might be slightly different issues that he's feeling about himself, but he's just portraying that, like projecting that on other women, instead of just realizing within himself that he's not comfortable with himself, and he's single. He's had failed relationships. He's never had a successful relationship, a substantial relationship to talk about. So I don't really feel like he is even worth talking about after his passing. Like, people that I feel like are worth talking about after their passing, like people like Michael Jackson, or I don't know who else died. Michael Jordan. Was it Michael Jordan? Who's that basketball player that died? Hold on. Kobe Bryant, not Michael Jordan, sorry. Kobe Bryant, like people that have actually done positive things. Granted, nobody's perfect. I'm sure I do know that they have things that come up still that have happened throughout the duration of their life, but there are also people that have had more of an influence and more of an impact on society. And for me, Kevin Samuels, I still can't talk. I'm learning how to talk, y'all. For me, Kevin Samuels does not withhold the same amount of, like, up here. You know what I'm saying? He's like, right here. You know what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant, Michael Jackson, they're up here, and he's like right here. So it's like, why are we even talking about him still? You know? But that's just my take on the two main events happening on in life right now. If I missed anything, please let me know in the comment section below. I will try to be more consistent. My bad. I got so much going on in my life right now. I don't want to talk about it, but yeah, let me know how y'all feel in the comments below. Follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna leave my Instagram down below as well. And yeah, bye guys. Bye besties. Besties. What am I call y'all? Call y'all besties. Besties with the messies. That's what y'all are. Y'all my besties, so love y'all. Bye.